Sorry guys, I decided to crack my neck as this video started recording. It's kind of funny. Anyway, to the main topic of the day, the topic is going to be costing your team the game in League of Legends. Yes. Oh man, terrible topic. Not really. Anyway, the main point of it is, if you guys haven't ever realized, or haven't ever taken the time to sit back and think about it, I realized that you can make mistakes in games. Quite a few of them, actually. If you make the mistakes early on enough in League of Legends, it's not that big of a deal. And I know I'm talking with some weird accent, and I don't understand why, but it seems funny today. The main point is like, making a few mistakes and giving up a few kills early on is not that big of a deal. Yes, it does make one of the other members supposedly stronger, but you can counter that by just getting more farm than the other person. But when you make that crucial mistake at the end of the game, or near the end of the game, mid to late, it could cost your team the game completely, especially when the other team was trolling themselves, and you had the game won, and then you decide, hey, I'm going to be stupid and charge headfirst in their entire team while my team is divided, and then my team is going to die one by one the whole way down and just have a 60-second respawn timer, and next thing you know, your Nexus is destroyed. And I bring this up because last night I was playing a game as Singed. I had to play top, and I had to go up against Jax and Olaf. Only Jax decided he was going to roam most of the game, instead of jungling like he should have been doing, or Olaf should have been jungling. Either way, I had to go against a Jax-Olaf top, Jax who was roaming most of the time. But in the main point is we were winning the game. I had won my lane, I had pushed both of their towers before they even had a chance to beat me. The top of my head itches. You see this? Anyway. And we were winning quite well. Team fights, we had them easily. Easily had them in team fights. And then, the worst thing happens. I'm standing in mid, I'm getting ready to try and engage a team fight. I've got Lux behind me and MF off to the side. And I'm sitting there trying to get them to go out and fight this Caitlyn. Well, what they refuse to do is go into the fight that I'm engaging. So I back off and try and get to where Miss Fortune is to try and coax Miss Fortune into the fight. Only Olaf comes running up the river because we had stopped warding, which any game that you play, you need wards everywhere. You need to know where the other team is at all times. Otherwise, this happens. You sit there, you're waiting for your rest of your team to show up so you can engage a team fight and win, and next thing you know, Jax, Lux, and Miss Fortune, or not Miss Fortune, but Caitlyn on the other team, beat you down, beat down your ADC, then kill off one of your teammates, and then next thing you know, one by one the rest of your team dies, they push the next 3 turrets while you're dead for 60 seconds, and you've lost the game. So, to recap the idea here, the idea is to make the crucial mistakes that you're going to make early on, and then play smarter. Now the one thing I could tell you in any game, in anything, when you make a mistake, it's hard for you to blame yourself. It's hard for you to admit that it was your fault that you just lost the game. But guess what? It was my fault. I cost my friend his best of 3 series, and I cost myself back down to 36 points. Oh joy. Now, going back onto the topic at hand, if you're going to play a ranked game and you're going to duo solo queue, expect your teammates not to help you in almost any time of the game. But what you need to remember to do is, if you can, pick up a couple wards in Oracle or whatever you can in between and put some wards down so you have some vision so you know when Olaf is going to come running up from behind you to gank you. It happens. I'm telling you it does. It's really crazy. Anyway, guys, back to the main point. With that weird voice and accent today, that was pretty much the video topic of the day. I believe the next time I come back, I better be trying to talk more about doing jungling, because that's the next thing I'm going to really try and master. Because I've mastered ADC. I can ADC all day long. I want to learn to jungle better and know how to get through the jungle and gank better, because that's the one thing I seem to have a problem with is coming in for those ganks and securing kills. And I tend to mess it up because I'm always coming in at the wrong time or at the wrong amount of health. So I should cover that next. I'll try and get a couple of videos recorded about it and get them posted up. Other than that, guys, I'll have another good day, and I'll catch you next time.